Okay, so I've had people on the comments of the YouTube videos comment on what does it actually cost to do van life. I've actually been going through and doing a budget for myself, and I thought I'd just share that with you. So I'm going to do 3 different budgets: one if you're debt free, one if you just have car loan repayments, and one if you've got car loan repayments and credit card repayments. Okay, and if you've only got, say, credit card repayments, then you could assume that, the car only loan would be your credit card repayments, but I'm just doing 3 because different people will be in different circumstances, and you can work out basically what you need. Okay, so one for me that I consider required is internet. I don't want to rely on hotspots, so I'm paying $80 a month for that. My phone is $30 a month. I could probably drop my phone down to a cheaper plan. I might look at doing that at some point. The gym membership is $24 a month. It's actually less than that, but I'm rounding everything up. A fortnight, I should say. Fuel, I'm assuming I'm filling the car up completely once a week. I hope to do it only once a fortnight though, but that's $130 if I fill it up once a week. The car insurance was $400 and something, so I rounded it up to $500. The car registration was $751, I think, but I rounded it up to $800. Car maintenance, I haven't done any car maintenance yet, but I'm assuming $600 a year. But once I know more, I might update that figure. The food, I'm assuming $100 a week, but I'm hoping to have it significantly cheaper than that. I've just threw that in because I know that I should be able to do less than that. The laundry, if I'm doing my laundry once a fortnight and I'm using the big machines and washing the sheets and doing absolutely everything, it's $14 a fortnight. Other is what I'm using for things that you don't spend every month, like miscellaneous type stuff. Like occasionally you need to buy laundry detergent, or you might need new socks or underwear or shirts or pants or whatever. Just maybe even spices or whatever for your spice rack, maybe if you don't include it in food, but just things that are periodic expenses, and so they can build up over time. $50 a month for that. The savings account, I basically have an emergency account where for things, so if your car breaks down or whatever, you've got money to fix it. And then if the emergency account goes over a certain amount, then I invest that amount in like the stock market or Forex or whatever. So I think it's important to put some money a week every pay, to just try and make sure that you've got an emergency fund, and then eventually if you've got no emergencies that crop up, then you've got money you can actually invest. So then I've got some optional stuff here. So Netflix, I think that I use Netflix quite a lot. I think it's pretty good. They come up with some pretty cool shows, so I'm happy to pay that. It's actually $11 something a month, but I rounded it up to $12. Alcohol, it'd be $40 something for a bottle of spirits, so I rounded it up to $50. And the soft drink, if I buy the cans of Pepsi Max on special, it's $13.90, so I just assume 2 boxes of that a month for $28, so I rounded it up a little bit. And so that's debt free. So here you can see the amounts. So $372 a week, or $744 a fortnight, $1,614 a month, and that's just for the required. So with the optional, it was $393 a week, $786 a fortnight, or $1,704 a month. That is what you need to earn. Now here for the pay rate, I'm currently getting around $27 plus penalty rates for working nights and weekends. So for me, just to do the required, it's 14 or 15 for the optional stuff. For a fortnight, it's 28 hours, an extra hour again if I want the optional stuff. So that's 60 hours a month, or 63 hours, so an extra 3 hours a month if I want this optional stuff, which to me I think is worth it. But let's say you're on minimum wage. I'm not sure what minimum wage is. It might be around $18 these days in Australia for an adult. So that means you'd have to work 21 or 22 hours a week, 41 or 44 hours a fortnight, or 90 hours or 95 hours a month. So an extra 5 hours a month if you wanted the extra stuff, if you're on roughly what I think minimum wage is. But I haven't looked that up, but I think most people should be able to earn $18 or more in Australia anyway. I know other countries are different, but this is Australia. Alright, so now let us look at car budget only. So basically the only difference here is I'm adding in the car loan repayments of $259 a month. A fortnight. That's what I'm actually paying now. So that brings up the minimum amount you need to earn. It would be, say, $502 a week, or $523 for the optional stuff. So $1,004 a fortnight, or $1,046 a fortnight. So $2,175 a month, or $2,265 a month for the optional stuff. And so for the optional stuff, it looks like it's an extra, I'm not sure what that is. Say an extra $100. It's less than that, but say an extra $100 a month that you need to earn. Okay, so again for the pay rate, so 19 hours for both optional and required here, it says. So you're 37 hours a fortnight, or 39 a fortnight for the optional extras. 81 hours for the month, or 84 hours. So again, an extra 3 hours a month on what I'm roughly earning. If you're earning, say, less, 18, so again, that's, you're looking at the 28, 29, so say 30 hours of so fortnight, week, sorry. So for the fortnightly stuff, you got 56 hours minimum, 58 if you want the optional, 121 hours a month, or 126 hours a month. Alright, so now let us go to credit card as well. So for the credit card, I'm assuming $250 a fortnight. If you're earning more money, you can obviously put more money in, but $250 a month I think is a fortnight is pretty reasonable for just trying to knock it off over time. If you're just trying to work as little as possible. And then again, it's $259 for the car loan. So what does that say? That means that you need 627, say, for the minimum weekly, or 648 for the optional extras. You'd need so for a fortnight you'd need 1,254 for the minimum, or 1,296 for the optional extras. And for the month you'd need 2,716, or say 17, so 2,717, or for the optional extras, say 2,807. So for the hours worked, for me it'd be 23 or 24 a week. It'd be 46 or 48 a fortnight, and 101 or 104 hours a month. And so again, that's an extra 3 hours for these extras, which to me is worth it. Let's bring it down to roughly what minimum wage would be for an adult. Okay, so you're looking at 35 or 36 hours a week, 70 or 72 hours a fortnight, 151 or 156 hours a month. So in this, on minimum wage, it's an extra 5 hours a month for the extra optionals. I know I went through that fairly fast, but what I will do is I'll actually share these spreadsheet with you in open document format and Excel format as a zip file download on my website. I'll put the links underneath the video, so then you can actually use this as a template to play around for yourself. And I guess over time, if I work out better what I can spend on food and stuff, then I might do an update video. But that's roughly, again, if you're completely debt free. Let's pull the debt free one back up. And let's drop it down to roughly minimum wage, so you can just do odd jobs here and there. So basically, if you can get 22 hours a week on minimum wage, then you can survive quite happily on, say, $400 a week. So I'm assuming $400 a week in this. I mean, you could drop insurance off, but that's only what, $10 a week. So I mean, better off being insured. But yeah, so say 22 hours a week. You might even say, oh yeah, bring it up to 25 hours a week. That's pretty much half the working week. So you can work half what everybody else does and live quite comfortably in your van, or that's at least based off my spreadsheet, that's what it's saying. So 22, say 25 hours a week on minimum wage to survive. And obviously, if you're building part-time businesses and stuff, you look at the monthly fee. Like, if you can get $2,000 a month in jobs, then you could live quite comfortably on this. So I think the average Australian wage, I think they say, is around $4,500 a month. Is it? Actually, let me just do a quick Google search. I think it might be less than that. So average Australian monthly wage. Okay, so in Brisbane they're saying it's $1,300. So let's just pull that up. So 1,300 times that by 52. Let's put that in brackets and divide that by 12. So they're saying that the average weekly wage is $1,300. So I'm timesing that by 52 weeks and dividing it by 12. So they're saying it's $5,600. If you're only earning $1,000 a week, then it's $4,300. So yeah, so say let's bring it down even more, 800. So if you're earning $800 a week, then it would be 3,466. So depending on what people are earning each week, I've just given you a rough figure there. So say between $3,500 and $5,500 is what people will probably be earning each week in Australia. So I mean, you can live in a van. Let's pull the spreadsheet back up. Comfortably for $2,000, so way under what the average full-time workers are earning. So you could build up part-time businesses or whatever as a digital nomad, and you just need to pull in $2,000 a month to live with money left over. You know, if you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.